Let's go to the Toms River Volkswagen Sports Hotline and welcome into the locker room former Eagle quarterback AJ Feeley. What's up, AJ?
What's going on, guys? How are you?
I was texting Brian Dory. Said, "Where's AJ?"
I apologize. My oldest kid somehow got a hold of my phone today and was checking out videos and ran the battery die. So when it came down for me to grab, I'm like, yeah, it's, these Apple phones, it takes forever for them to recharge. I'm like, oh my God, I'm sitting here waiting like 5 minutes, 6 minutes. Like,
all right, well, we got you now, AJ, and I'll tell you what, man. A lot's been going on this week with speculation about how Nick Foles is going to handle the situation, and I thought to myself, what better of a guy to ask than you? Because in 2002, you found yourself in a familiar setting of coming in a situation where your team was 8-3, headed to the playoffs, and not only does Donovan McNabb go down, so does Coy Detmer, and there's AJ Feeley. AJ, what was it like for you? Tell us a little bit about that experience.
It's crazy. I mean, I've talked to a bunch of people about it now. It's, at the time, I don't think I really realized the ramifications of the situation and what I was in. Back when I started playing, we hadn't made the playoffs yet. We were leading our division at the time, 8-3, but we weren't a lock into the playoffs yet. We had a great team. So, it's a little different than that. Nick has, a 3-game stretch here to kind of figure out his identity. The team can figure out themselves. But they're going to the playoffs here. And I have to think that they win one of the 3, they're going to get a bye somehow, some way. But I guess when I take myself back to that situation, it's kind of surreal because I think back that the guys around me stepped up their level of play. The offensive line, the wide receivers, it's not like you look back at those teams that I played with Donovan that we had these amazing wide receivers, but somehow people, when I played, somehow I or, the team, we got the best out of them.
Well, AJ, it's Scott McKay here. We look back at that and we sit there and we say to ourselves, what kind of, you yourself have your own confidence in your ability and what you can do. And then, of course, the fans always are like, oh, my God, we have the 3rd string or a 2nd string quarterback. What's going to happen? Are you looking for the coach to really set you in a good situation where he can really set up a great game plan so that you can utilize your skills to be the best you can be?
I mean, yeah. That's the expectation for any coach, I guess, the coach-quarterback relationship. But I was fortunate enough, and I think it's pretty proven today, that if you're a quarterback that's playing under an Andy Reid system, it's pretty quarterback-friendly, and he's going to give you an opportunity to be successful. Not everybody experiences that in the NFL. Not every quarterback. There's a lot of good quarterbacks that come into this league that are highly drafted and highly talented. They get stuck in situations where, the head coach or the guy calling the shots isn't offensively savvy and doesn't understand the position of how it's putting guys in a position to be successful. I was fortunate enough that I was with Andy and the guys and his staff that definitely they gave me every opportunity. As a player, that's all you want.
We're talking with AJ Feeley, former Eagle quarterback, backed up Donovan McNabb and Coy Detmer in 2002. Of course, you finished 4-1, and you just mentioned that it was surreal. You didn't realize the magnitude of what you were stepping into. But you didn't feel any of the pressure from the fans and from you didn't feel any added pressure.
No, I mean, you know what? I will tell you this. I think about that year. The whole year, my confidence started gaining as a player, even though I wasn't playing, just in practice. I was becoming more comfortable with the offense. I was seeing other guys that were drafted later than me, that were guys like me in college, that were now having success, aka Tom Brady.
Right.
And so it was like, well, if that guy can do it, there's no reason I can't do it. I just saw the guy that I played with who I'd beat out for 4 years was a 3rd pick of the draft the year before. Was starting in Detroit, and Joey Harrington. So there was never a doubt in my abilities to think that I couldn't play in this league. It was like, I think I was more excited about the opportunity because for a lot of guys in that situation drafted in the 5th and 6th round, a lot of times you're not given an opportunity to play in a regular season game because there's always a guy ahead of you. For me, I think I was like, okay, here's my chance. I'm fairly confident. I'm seeing other guys do it. I think I can do it. I've got great coaching. Luckily for me, I was from the West Coast. I didn't really know what it entailed to be a Philadelphia Eagle and the fans and the passion behind it, because I wasn't raised here.
Yeah.
So I think that probably helped a little bit that I was numb to it, and I quickly learned after playing and being here for so long that it's a passionate town and probably the best sports city.
Oh, absolutely. You know the fans. Hey, AJ, how many reps does the backup quarterback get? Throughout practice. I mean, how much time do you get?
Zero.
Wow.
Zero.
So I guess Nick Foles is going to be relying on all his past experience. I mean, we're obviously in a better position than most teams.
Yeah, I mean, let's be honest. Like the best player on your team, when he goes down, it's never a good situation, all right? But that being said, now for that team, they're walking into the best situation. They have the best backup quarterback in the league. Let's not forget this guy was a Pro Bowl player. He was the MVP of a Pro Bowl, if I remember correctly.
Yep.
This guy's played in Philadelphia. This guy is familiar with the West Coast offense because that's what he was drafted in and played for 2 years. Let's see, he played last week at the end of a game and had to make some serious throws. So,
He's got two coaches that are quarterbacks, ex-quarterbacks, right?
Yeah, right.
He's got two coaches that are big quarterbacks and probably know what he needs to do.
And quite honestly, the pressure is there, yes, but they're going to the playoffs. So he has 3 games to figure it out.
Plus, he's starting against the Giants. That doesn't hurt.
Right, and that's a good start. Right. I mean, that's probably the best scenario, right?
Yeah, I mean, playing in a team that's kind of down on their luck, yeah, definitely. But sometimes those are the teams that you've got to be scared about because, I mean, those other teams, they're playing for really nothing. They have nothing to lose. They're going to give you your best, and they're going to play a little loose. And sometimes those situations bite you in the butt.
All right, AJ, we're going to have to cut it short. We're up against the end of the show. But listen, man, I really appreciate you taking time to call into the show. And stay safe, and Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to you.
Same to you guys.
All right, thank
Appreciate
you so
the
much.
call. Sorry about being sorry.
That's all right.
No problem.
That's all right, AJ. All right, AJ Feeley there on the Toms River Volkswagen Sports Hotline.